This was the scene a few minutes ago. The dog pound in full roar as their Browns emerge from their tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Carolina Panthers.
Joey Sly to kick off for Carolina.
Joey Sly, the kicker, stands ready. And off we go from Cleveland. JoJo Natson now on the return. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Mayfield. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Cleveland Browns.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a 1st down.
Throwing, Mayfield. And this is going to be incomplete.
Mayfield.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And that one incomplete. Had some position, but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Mayfield with it once more. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
The ball carrier.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
It's a gain of 10.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. No gain on the screen there at 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. And they will eventually eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. 1st and goal from the 3. Bridgewater again. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Credit the sack to the always disruptive Olivier Vernon. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. Flushed out right, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there.
And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown.
Complete to
An 11-yard touchdown. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. And this will be good to give the Panthers a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Panthers 7, Browns nothing.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Browns take over 1st and 10.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
He's brought down.
They gave him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 41-yard line.
Now Mayfield. Quickly into the hands of Beckham. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
At the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10. At the 30.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. After 1, 7-0 on Ayeeee Sports.
Right there, 54, right there.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
Eluding the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. From the 17, here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
A run for Nick Chubb. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 15-yard touchdown run. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And there the counter play proves successful for the touchdown. What typically makes a counter play in general successful, Charles?
Well, what you're trying to do, Brandon, is to get the team moving in one direction, meaning the defense. Get them going in one direction and then wall them off with your blocking and bring it back in the other direction. That way, you don't actually have to punish them with your blocking. You just position them. And if you have any kind of a good back, he'll take full advantage of it and gain good yardage.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
One play has them to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
On 2nd down, Bridgewater again. He gets it to Thomas. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And that will be incomplete.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They're indeed going for it. Bridgewater. Now this is incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position.
Do that again, baby. Do it again. You better believe it, baby. You better believe. Let's get off the field, D. Hey. 52. Hey, tighten down. There you go. Regular. 52.
Mayfield on play action. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Derek Brown, what an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. It's a gain of 7 on the carry, but they'll need to double that here. It's 3rd and 14.
Brings up 3rd down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. 3rd and long for Mayfield. Being chased out left. Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
Cleveland Browns.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
To throw, Mayfield. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Second and 6. No, scratch that. Second and 7. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anderson and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
You can easily see the logic. It's a tie game. They just wanted to press it a little bit right before the half, hoping to get one more score.
Yeah, easy to second-guess the result, but now you have to think after that interception, just a field goal, and they're behind at the break.
Yeah, I think at the half, the head coach just says, look, that's on me. I wanted to press it, but it's because I believe in you guys.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. From the 21, it's second and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Well, they thought they were going to break the tie. The defense had other plans. They were already in field goal range, but boom, an interception.
I don't know if this was a case of being a little bit too greedy with the opportunity to put points on the board, but give credit to the guys on the defensive side. Hung in there, battled, and made a key play.
Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. Taking a shot for... It got his man complete. And all the way down to the 42. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So the big play gets him across midfield now for first and 10. From the gun, Bridgewater. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Carl Joseph. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Intercepted. The Browns take over first and 10 at their own.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Time here for likely one play, and then these two teams will head to the locker room all even.
And you know the play caller's just feeling it right now. Let's go ahead and go for this one. A big shot downfield. Nope.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
Austin Seibert to kick off fourth.
Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no return from Cooper. Out it'll go to the 25. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. To throw is Bridgewater. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one, a gain of 20 and a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Flush to his right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Mack Wilson able to run him down for a loss of a yard. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Third and long for Bridgewater. And that is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here's the Panthers punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And this offense is going to take over at their own 20-yard line. The Browns' drive about to get started. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half, and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. Third quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll get across midfield and into Carolina territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
From just shy of midfield, Mayfield escaping the pressure right. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Mayfield down. This one complete into the hands of Higgins.
That's good.
13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4.
54.
Mayfield to throw it. Flushed out right. He'll run it. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. That is caught at the 7. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 23 yards on the play.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll give it to Chubb. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
On the play. It's third down and goal to go.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal.
Hey, alert 33. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D.
Third and goal, they're going with Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Brown score. Nick Chubb, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns have taken the lead. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock. First down throw for Bridgewater. Buying time to his left. And he's going to keep it here. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job.
That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, 55 yards. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game.
Yes, it was a touchdown, and not just a TD, but how about a long touchdown that puts them in a great position now.
And now just an extra point away from tying this thing. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point.
Joey Slye to kick off for Carolina.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be fielded. It's a touchback and comes out to the 25.
5-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Mayfield with a quick fire to Landry. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Well, that's one of the drawbacks of running the RPO. If those linemen go into run block mode, you can't throw it if they're more than a yard downfield. Second down, Mayfield. Forced out to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
First and 10.
A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Number 22.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
3 yards to go on second down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 35. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. On first down, this is McCaffrey. They find some open field here. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one, 28 yards on the ground.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and goal with this game still hanging in the balance. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
Bridgewater eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. I see you nodding your head up and down. It's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as it comes with exactly 1 minute to go in the football game.
At the 34-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. Now the Panthers going to signal for their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Jarvis Landry, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Watch the pass.
Mayfield to throw. Dancing to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. Third down here.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them.
And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
So up comes Mayfield as his guys will go for 2. Now Mayfield. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Able to get there and pick it. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And solid field position here to start as they get this out to the 40-yard line.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Burris. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. Bridgewater to throw. And no, it's incomplete. So they can't convert for 2, but they still have the lead as we get toward the end of the 4th.
Browns 20.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. This is JoJo Natson. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Mayfield. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. It's Shaq Thompson here with a pick. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Down to the final play. That's where we win in this one, a dramatic finish. And I know that the field goal was going to be pretty long, but to not kick the field goal, at least take the chance to win there with 3, what did you think, partner?
You know that in pregame, as he warms up, the kicker gets with the special team.